from a stroke, it's fake news. It didn't happen. She's not at all passed on. She's very much alive and well. And Facebook should remove that post. But we would say, well, gee, why say something about it? I will tell you why. Good online reputation management says that you always have information out to counter bad information. You don't assume that other people will say, oh, this didn't happen, because there's always the initial thrust of believing that it did, and then you have to search around and find out that it's not true. That's where I come in. I'm Zenny Abraham, have Zenny62 Media, Zenny62media.com, Zenny62 Media Incorporated. We not only report the news through our unique vlog based network, but we specialize in online reputation management. This is online reputation management. No, I am not here to say that Amanda Lawrence, Trevor Lawrence's mother, is a Zenny62 Media client. She's not. I'm simply trying to right a wrong online. That is another job that I put upon myself to do, because search engine, it's particularly true today because search engine bots of the AI variety will pick up that kind of news, and someone somewhere will ask one of the new search engine bot machines if indeed that happened. And so they would, unless they were so designed to question it just by the sheer lack of corroborating stories or posts, that, hey, maybe it did happen. But the bottom line is that it did not happen. It is not only fake news, it is identified by others as fake news. Amanda Lawrence is alive and well. And so you'd say, why do people do this sort of thing? What is it that causes somebody to take that kind of action? And I don't think that's I don't think it's a good question, because a good person doesn't do that to begin with. But somebody who doesn't care just is trying to be disruptive, and they're trying to make money. I looked at the post that it came from, and it had ads on it. So, and it was top of the fold. In other words, it was top page of results, and from Facebook, and it was right in the center, and it had this highlight, and it announced the news. But so I searched around, and others said not true, not true, not true. And then I looked ultimately at Google News, because if it indeed had happened, it would have been in Google News. There was no Google News entry at all to back the claim from that Facebook post. So it didn't happen, folks. She's not passed away. She remains a clear, inspirational part of her life, and has an amazing story of how she brought up Trevor Lawrence and raised him to become the star quarterback of the Jacksonville Jaguars that he is, a quarterback that a number of people believed, and myself included for a time, was going to lead the Jaguars to the Super Bowl. That didn't happen. It doesn't mean it can't happen next year. And I think the Jaguars really need to focus and hone in on improving their already good defensive secondary and their outside pass rush around the edges. Now, who do I think will be the champion? I think it won't be the New England Patriots, although I wouldn't be surprised if they did. But I believe the New England Patriots are going to be upset by the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's right. The team that shares the same division as I said that incorrectly. I believe it's going to be the Houston Texans, the team that shares the same division as the Jacksonville Jaguars. And it's because the Houston Texans defense is just one of the best I've ever seen. They get off the ball so quickly. They're so fast to the point of attack that at points it's scary. That, combined with the bad weather, will equalize the game for the Jaguars, for those who believe that the New England Patriots offense is that much better. The weather has a way of slowing down even the best offenses, even at home. However, Josh McDaniels is the coach and has experience in coaching in bad weather in that stadium they're going to play in. There's another factor. But speed kills, and speed especially kills on defense. And in my mind's eye, it's hard for me to see a scenario where the where the New England Patriots prevail over the Houston Texans. What do you think? What do you think um, about it? I also have to say that, and this gets back to the matter of Trevor Lawrence. Um, he's been a net positive for the National Football League, and it's been a lot of fun watching him grow and become the confident young man he is today, and the loved leader and father to his new baby and husband to his wife. So, congratulations to Trevor Lawrence. Congratulations to his mother, Amanda Lawrence, and her husband, and their whole family. Just outstanding. But remember, any report you see that Trevor Lawrence's mother, has passed away is just fake news. It really is. And it's something that search engine bots should have programmed in their systems to automatically remove. Or guess what? If that remains a problem, contact Zenny62 Media. Contact me, Zenny Abraham, Zenny at Zenny62media.net or Zenny62media.com. Visit Zenny62media.com for more information. We'll take it down for you and cover it up too with a proper amount of content. In a sense, that's what I'm doing now. And again, I'm not a client of Amanda Lawrence, all right? I'm not a client of Amanda Lawrence, all right? I'll see you all later. Thank you. And who do you think's going to win? Tell me.